video. I just wanted to quickly apologise for the delay in this one being uploaded. As mentioned in my NXT Takeover 25 video, a bit of trouble with the old laptop, so this one got sort of temporarily held up on being posted. So thank you all for being patient and everything. Hope you enjoy the video, and I'll get out of here and let you enjoy it. What is up, guys? Here is my thoughts of WWE's Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I managed to avoid most of the results, but sometimes you go on Facebook to do your birthday check and boom, things are there in front of you, so it can't always happen. But anyway, here are my thoughts on this year's Money in the Bank. So the first matchup we had was the Women's Money in the Bank match, which featured Naomi, Nikki Cross, Mandy Rose, Ember Moon, Dana Brooke, Natalya and Bayley. Decent lineup and a decent opening match. My only thought was all the ladies were coming out was anyone but Mandy Rose. I know a lot of people out there love her, and that's just basically based on looks, but to me she's just nothing special. Plenty of ups and downs in the match, pardon the pun there. The eclipse that Ember Moon hit from the ladder was just awesome. The bit where Mandy Rose was at the top of the ladder and it looked like she was going to grab the briefcase, my heart was in my mouth, and I was like, oh please God, no, no, no. And then Bayley came up and saved the match for me personally, and she became Miss Money in the Bank, which I couldn't have been happy about. So, Bayley wins the female Money in the Bank match. I have no problems with that. Next up, we had Mysterio versus Joe for the US title, and all I'm going to say is, damn, Dominic has grown up. The last time I saw him was when he was just a kid, and Ray and Eddie had the "Who's Your Real Daddy" sort of match. But I can't believe how much he's grown up. I mean, obviously, that match is going back a long time. I knew the result of this match. Someone let it slip to me, and I was a bit miffed. But I thought, at the end of the day, I'll watch the match. And it was pretty quick. I don't think it was as quick as the Mania match. Rey Mysterio wins the US title, becomes a Grand Slam winner in the process. Joe's shoulders weren't on the mat, weren't on the apron, so obviously I think that's probably going to lead to the storyline. I haven't seen any SmackDowns since this, so they may have already added that to the storyline. But yeah, it just didn't make any sense. Ray gets the win anyway, walks out US title, US champion. Sorry, so it is what it is. Shane versus Miz in a cage match. Shane won. That's all I'm bothered about. You Miz. Yeah, decent match. Plenty of stuff in it to keep people entertained, but Shane won. That's really all I'm bothered about. Is the fact that Shane McMahon won. Couldn't give a toss about Miz's character or anything, and I still maintain, along with the people, that his dad looks like a roast potato. Next up was the WWE Cruiserweight title match between Tony Nese and Ariya Daivari. Aiden English on commentary, hell yeah. At the time I thought, this could be a reason for me to watch 205 Live, but then I realised I'm just not that bothered about it. If the Cruiserweights were on Raw and SmackDown, then yeah, but to give them their own show, I mean, I've never watched an episode of 205 Live, and I have no real desire to, but yeah, I quite enjoyed this match, to be honest, despite what I've just said. I do remember saying a while ago, I mean, it's going to be going back to probably 2017, when I first saw Tony Nese, and I did say that I thought that guy was going to go far. Cruiserweight champion, called it. But yeah, I'd say it was an enjoyable match. Tony Nese retains, and I was happy. First up, Becky Two Belts defends the first title, which was the Raw Women's title, against Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans, I remember last seeing her on NXT, and I thought she was pretty cool. She was a face there, and then I stopped watching it, and then I watched this match, and she's a heel, so I don't know why, but she's a heel, so maybe she just feels more comfortable doing that. Good match. Lacey looked like a credible threat to Becky's title. Wasn't to be. Becky retained, so that was good. And then up comes match number 6, which was Charlotte coming straight down after Becky's title defense, and that just set off a light bells in my head. I was like, here we go, this is where she beats up Becky. We just had a match and she wins the belt for the 815th time. Yawn. Anyway, I was with Corey Taylor, Corey Graves, sorry, not Corey Taylor. Corey Graves, just walk away, Becky. Your match isn't scheduled till later. Go and have a rest. Come back now when you're ready. Obviously, not to be. So, Charlotte won the belt again. And then, for the second time in the night, Bayley saved the pay-per-view, in my opinion. And she cashed in on Charlotte and won. I am so sick of seeing Charlotte Flair with the title. It is beyond boring. All I can say is thank you, Bayley. After that, I am going to buy a Bayley t-shirt. I am so going to buy a Bayley t-shirt because that's the second time she saved the pay-per-view, for me personally, in that night. Loved it. Bayley cashes in, becomes SmackDown Women's Champion. She's won the Raw Women's Championship. She's won the NXT, and she's won the Women's Tag Team title, so she's like a female Grand Slam winner. Well done, Bayley. Absolutely chuffed to bits for that. Chuff for Bayley. Absolutely awesome. Next up, we kind of had Elias versus Roman Reigns. Elias attacked Reigns backstage with his guitar, comes out, sings a song, goes to make his way out. Reigns Superman punches him, drags him to the ring, leathers him, and then pins him. So I'm guessing WWE trying to get into the Guinness Book of Records for the most quickest single matches on a single pay-per-view. The shortest matches on a pay-per-view even. I did enjoy seeing Elias get speared by Reigns, so that was quite fun. Although I am slightly sort of thinking that the character of Elias is pretty cool, and even though he's a heel, he is pretty cool. And yeah, don't be surprised if you don't see an Elias t-shirt somewhere down the line, but we shall see. I really need to start watching Raw and SmackDown more to sort of justify that. Up next, Styles versus Rollins for the Universal title. I like both guys. More of an AJ fan, have been since his TNA days. His return to Ring of Honor, his New Japan stuff. I had high hopes from this match, and goddamn, I was not disappointed. This was match of the night for me. I just got so involved in this match. It's unreal. It's been a while since I got involved in a match by the main event roster. I've only done a couple of reviews this year, but that speaks volumes. The fact that I was so invested in this match. Not involved, that's the wrong word. Invested. Rollins retains. I have absolutely no problem with that at all. But yeah, great match. Match of the night for me, like I said. Next up, Lucha House Party came out and got destroyed by Lars Sullivan. I don't know if they were supposed to be facing somebody or whether they were just going out to a bit of fun or what, but yeah, they got destroyed by Lars Sullivan, much to the disappointment of the crowd. I'm pretty much guessing nearly everybody around the world watching it at the time. Lars Sullivan is just isn't any different to when he was in NXT. Just big, muscly, the sort of guys that Vince McMahon likes. I'll rephrase it, the sort of guys that he likes to push. Not that he likes. I'm not implying anything there at all. So, but yeah, not a Lars Sullivan fan. Never really liked him in NXT. So yeah, destroys Lucha House Party. Proves absolutely nothing. He beat up 3 guys that weigh about 50 pence each. Big whoop. Kofi Kingston defending his WWE title against Kevin Owens. The build-up package explained a lot for me because, like I said, I've not watched Raw or SmackDown. I've just sort of been pay-per-view watching, since WrestleMania. Thoroughly enjoyed this match. Absolutely thoroughly. Really got into it. Not quite as good as AJ and Rollins, but bloody close. Hell of a match. I like the storyline of Owens taking Big E's place. Say, you need a big guy, blah blah blah. I'll do it, and then turning on them. Ultimately, my ideal booking would be for when Big E comes back. is for him and Woods to get jealous and start with that way. WWE champion Kofi turn and go out, so no, I'm champions, you know, and then turn on Kofi, and then Woods and Big E go heel and just leave Kofi and let him go do his thing, get him away from the not so New Day, because then I could really get behind Kofi as champion. I mean, I have no problems with him as champion as it is, but I could really get behind Kofi then, because up until him joining New Day, I liked Kofi, and then when I saw the three of them come out, it was like an instant, no, don't like this, and I'm not ever going to like this, I don't think. And sure enough, years later, feels like a lifetime now, still not a fan. So yeah, but hell of a match. Both guys put on a wicked display, and thoroughly enjoyed it. Next up, the men's Money in the Bank match. So the guys started coming out: Corbin, Balor, Ricochet, Andrade, who's lost the CNO mask bit, I've noticed, McIntyre, Mustafa Ali, and Randy Orton. The prospect of seeing Ricochet in a ladder match was just like a throwback to way back when it was like, the Hardy Boys are in a ladder match, this is just going to be awesome. Or Jeff Hardy is in a ladder match, this is just going to be crazy, mental, balls to the wall, nuts. And it was a really good match. I loved it right up until a certain individual made his entrance, and that ruined it for me. The part-timer who lost his Universal title comes back. Mustafa Ali was on the ladder, I believe it was Ali. Lesnar comes down, tips the ladder, Ali goes flying, Lesnar climbs up, wins the briefcase. Why? The fans went mental when Rollins took the Universal title off Lesnar, because he's a part-timer, he was never there, we never saw the title, we only knew it existed because it got referenced by the announcers. I knew he won it, I'd seen that result, but the way it happened, it was, I'm sorry, it was shit, absolute dog shit, no offence Amber, but it just ruined that match for me completely. Just everything about that match was ruined. If I was one of the guys in that match that was there week in and week out busting my balls, I would be pissed that the most overpaid part-timer could just stroll down and win the match after them guys had literally put their bodies on the line, being thrown pillar to post, black and blue, and I have no doubt most of them couldn't even walk properly the next day. Everything would have been hurting on him, and then he just strolls down, climbs the ladder. And then I've seen clips of him on Monday Night Raw dancing with the briefcase like a boombox, and it's like, piss off, Lesnar. We don't really want you around us. The majority of people just don't give a shit about you anymore. You legitimately ruined WWE for a lot of people. I know a friend of mine through Facebook has just basically just done with WWE because of Lesnar and winning the Money in the Bank. But yeah, absolute bollocks the ending to that. Ruined a perfectly good match, like I say. Overall, I enjoyed the pay-per-view. Like I said, the Lesnar thing ruined it for me. Like I said, it probably did for plenty of others as well. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I apologise again for the camera moving. Amber's up and in need of urgent fusses. So yeah, that'll do it, guys. As you've noticed, I managed to find something to put up to, you know, break up the red. For now, I'm trying to find something really cool to put up there as a background, but struggling. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, overall, decent pay-per-view. Lesnar ruined it for me. Probably did for thousands and millions of others. But yeah, so next up is Double or Nothing, the AEW premiere event. What will I think of that? We shall find out in my next video. Until then, guys, that'll do it for this one. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my subscribers. I have a couple of new ones, which is always nice. Thank you for taking the time out. To those who've been here since day one, again, thank you very much. Hope you enjoy the videos. There's going to be plenty of new stuff coming up. Like I said a few times now, I've got a few things in the pipeline. I've got my Blu-ray video to upload yet as well. That one's filmed, but I've not been able to upload it as yet. It's been a bit hectic. But yeah, it is done. I've got everything done ready for that. It's just ready to upload. So yeah, that'll do it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time out of your life. And as always, take care of yourself. Bye for now.